Hey everyone, welcome back to Smoking Ape. Today we're diving deep into Monster Hunter Wilds, Capcom's latest evolution of the legendary hunting series. I've spent dozens of hours exploring, hunting, and upgrading gear, and in this review, I'll break down everything you need to know the story, gameplay, world design, graphics, performance, and whether it lives up to the massive expectations. Let's get started. Story and setting. Monster Hunter Wilds takes place in the Forbidden Lands, a vast and dangerous region, filled with extreme weather, rich ecosystems, and some of the most unpredictable monsters in the series. You play as a hunter sent by the guild to explore this uncharted territory after an earlier expedition went missing. Along the way, you encounter Nata, a young boy from the native Keepers tribe who helps you understand the mysteries of this land and its deep connection to nature. The central conflict revolves around a legendary monster known as the White Wraith, a colossal creature once thought extinct, whose reappearance threatens the balance of the entire ecosystem. The story is far more cinematic than older Monster Hunter titles. There are more cutscenes, more character dialogue, and a clearer narrative thread. In my opinion, the story gives the game more emotional context than usual. It's engaging and beautifully presented, though at times it leans a bit too heavily on exposition and hand-holding. Still, for a series known more for gameplay than storytelling, this is a welcome improvement. Gameplay and combat mechanics. If you've played previous entries, you'll feel right at home, but Wilds adds some meaningful upgrades. 14 weapon types return, from great swords to insect glaives, each with new combos and balance tweaks. The new wound system allows you to target and damage specific monster parts. Focus strikes can cause visible wounds, exposing weak spots and opening up combo opportunities. Focus mode lets you lock onto monster parts for more precise attacks, a massive improvement in control and strategy. Seikrets, your new bird-like mounts, completely change mobility. You can traverse the terrain quickly, store an extra weapon, and even start combat directly from your mount. Monster AI is more dynamic than ever. Creatures interact with the environment, hunt each other, and even flee or adapt based on the weather. Our take on combat in Wilds feels incredibly refined. The addition of the wound system and focus mode adds real tactical depth, while still keeping that signature Monster Hunter chaos. It's still challenging, but much smoother than before. The only drawback is that early missions feel a bit too guided, limiting your freedom until the world fully opens up. Exploration and world design. Monster Hunter Wilds' world is enormous, vast desert dunes, dense forests, and storm-lashed canyons all blend seamlessly together. There are no loading screens between zones, creating a more immersive and cohesive world than ever before. Dynamic weather plays a huge role in hunts. Sandstorms, lightning, and temperature shifts all affect monster behavior and player strategy. You might chase a creature into a sudden thunderstorm, or find your visibility cut in half by a sandstorm. Pop-up camps make travel easier, allowing you to fast travel, craft, or change loadouts in the field. No need to return to your base constantly. We got to say that this is the most alive Monster Hunter world yet. The environmental storytelling, creature interactions, and weather effects make every hunt feel unpredictable. It's both stunning and deadly, and it's easy to lose hours just exploring. Progression, crafting, and gear. Progression follows the familiar Monster Hunter loop. Hunt, harvest, craft, upgrade, and hunt stronger monsters. Every monster you defeat gives materials to craft weapons and armor, each with unique skills and elemental effects. Wilds adds beast affinities, special perks tied to the ecosystem you're hunting in, giving more incentive to explore different regions. Upgrading feels rewarding, and the new loadout system means you can switch weapon styles mid-hunt if you've prepared both. It's the same satisfying grind loop we know and love, only deeper and more flexible. Crafting is faster, the UI is cleaner, and the freedom to adapt mid-hunt makes it feel less punishing and more strategic. Difficulty and accessibility. Wilds is more accessible than past entries. Early hunts are easier, and tutorials are clearer. Focus mode and guided tracking make it easier to learn monster patterns and weak points. However, once you reach the mid and late game, the difficulty spikes sharply. Monsters gain new attack patterns, and elemental hazards become brutal. Veteran players will still find plenty of challenge here. Your take? This is one of the most balanced Monster Hunters yet. It welcomes newcomers without alienating hardcore fans. You still need skill and patience, but you're less likely to hit frustrating walls early on. Graphics, sound, and performance. Visually, Monster Hunter Wilds is breathtaking. The RE engine brings incredible detail to monster textures, weather effects, and lighting. Dust, rain, and fire look almost photorealistic, and monsters show visible damage during hunts. Sound design is phenomenal, The heavy breathing of your hunter, the distant roars echoing across the plains, and the dynamic soundtrack that swells as the battle heats up all pull you right in. Performance is mostly solid, though some frame drops appear in large fights or heavy storms, especially on older consoles. The presentation here is top tier. It's cinematic and immersive. Even with minor performance hiccups, it's one of the most visually stunning and atmospheric games of 2025. Weaknesses and criticisms. Let's be honest, Wilds isn't perfect. Early pacing. The tutorial section drags on too long, keeping you from real freedom for the first few hours. Performance issues. Occasional frame drops and visual bugs. Limited monster variety at launch. Fewer total monsters than World or Iceborne at release. Over handholding. The guidance system can make early hunts feel scripted. These aren't deal breakers, but they hold Wilds back from total greatness. The foundation is fantastic. It just needs a few updates and more monsters to truly shine long-term. Co-op and multiplayer. Co-op is where Monster Hunter Wilds absolutely shines. You can team up with up to 3 friends across platforms, with smoother matchmaking and better session tools than ever before. Communication and teamwork feel vital. Staggering monsters, setting traps, or rescuing teammates builds that shared thrill that only Monster Hunter can deliver. This is the best multiplayer experience the series has offered yet. The technical stability, easy drop-in divided by outhunts, and cooperative strategy make it endlessly replayable. Final verdict. Monster Hunter Wilds is a bold, beautiful evolution for the series. It captures the essence of hunting, danger, excitement, discovery, while modernizing the systems and adding cinematic storytelling. The world feels alive, the monsters are terrifying, and the gameplay loop remains one of the most satisfying in gaming. Despite a few technical flaws and pacing issues, Wilds stands as one of the strongest entries Capcom has ever released. Final score, 9 divided by 10. An essential experience for Monster Hunter fans, and the perfect starting point for newcomers who've always wanted to jump in. Thanks so much for watching my full review of Monster Hunter Wilds. If you enjoyed it, please give the video a like, subscribe for more reviews, and hit that bell so you don't miss future hunts. Tell me in the comments what's your favorite monster so far, and which weapon are you maining this time around? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the hunt. Stay sharp out there.